Rothman Tech Tips here. I'm with an old friend, Jack Swayze. Jack and I used to work together a long time ago. Jack, thanks for coming on the program.
Don't say too long ago, man. I'm not that old.
So we're young at heart.
Right.
But anyway, right. Jack is going to tell us about jQuery. Now, please, Jack, educate my audience on jQuery.
All right. jQuery, in short, is a JavaScript library.
All right, time out. JavaScript. Tell my audience what JavaScript is.
JavaScript is a scripting language, primarily used in websites.
So writing software, language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's all the pretty much whenever you go to a site like Amazon or eBay.
Sure.
Most of your functionality is done with JavaScript.
Got it. Okay. And jQuery and JavaScript relate how again?
jQuery is a library, and a library basically means it's a set of pre-written functions that you can utilize to expedite the writing of your code.
Okay.
So, for instance, a script that I wrote just the other day in jQuery was about 150 lines of code.
Sure.
If I were to write that in JavaScript, pure JavaScript, it would have been about 600 or 700 lines of code.
Okay, so this jQuery allows you, when you're writing your software, when you're writing your code, it allows you to write less code per se.
Exactly. That's one of the key features of it, yes.
Excellent. Okay, now I know you're a SharePoint contractor. How does jQuery, JavaScript play into Microsoft SharePoint?
Actually, it plays in quite a bit. Already, if you were to open up the hood of SharePoint, a default install of SharePoint, and take a look at a lot of the web pages, you will see a lot of jQuery already there. Microsoft is a big contributor to the jQuery movement, if you will.
Interesting.
Now, how I utilize jQuery within SharePoint is a little different than, I would say, most of your users who are software developers. A lot of the times people use jQuery to add functionality or change some of the default UI stuff within SharePoint.
Okay, UI.
User interface.
Got it. It's all right. We're just educating here.
I take it a step further and actually use jQuery to write applications that are based within SharePoint.
Okay, using SharePoint as your foundation or your framework.
Exactly. I utilize SharePoint more of a development platform than an application.
Got it. Okay, and using jQuery has helped you enhance the SharePoint so you have all these applications running inside of SharePoint.
Exactly. And the other key feature that I like about it is I do not have to reinvent the wheel for like the security model or for the infrastructure.
Right.
Since all that's already defined
inside of SharePoint. It's already got security. It's already got all that.
Everything's already there. So if my application I write utilizes a specific list, you don't have access to that list. The application's not going to work for you.
Excellent. Jack, this is awesome. You know, I've done a couple of vlogs before on SharePoint, and now you talking about jQuery is really kind of taking it to that next level. Really, we have the foundation and the framework that is SharePoint, and you talking and educating us on jQuery is really kind of taking that the extra mile.
Exactly, and I'll leave you with one last tip. If some of you guys are interested in utilizing jQuery, take a look at a library that sits on top of jQuery called SP Services. You can find it on Codeplex, spservices.codeplex.com.
Now, is SP SharePoint Services?
Exactly.
Got it,
exactly.
Okay.
So it's a library that sits on top of jQuery, which makes writing software for SharePoint even that much easier.
Cool. Well, Jack, this is awesome. Thanks for educating us on jQuery. Before I let you go, you know, I always got to do the I don't cook portion of the vlog here. You know, I don't like to cook. So
Bachelor in DC doesn't cook.
So when I first met you, you lived on a boat in the Southwest waterfront, and it's the first person I ever met who actually lived on a boat, which was really cool. And on the Southwest waterfront, I go over there. Where should I go to eat? Where is the cool place to go eat and drink on the Southwest waterfront?
That's simple. Cantina Marina.
Oh, I love Cantina Marina.
That's the only place in Southwest waterfront to go.
I love that place.
As far as I'm concerned.
So what should they get when they go to Cantina Marina?
That again is an easy answer. Fish tacos and Shinerbach beer.
Awesome. Jack, thanks for coming on the program.
Pleasure,
This is
sir.
Rothman Tech Tips.